The sons of the prophets said to Elisha, "See now, the place where we dwell with you is too small for us. Please let us go to the Jordan and get a beam from there, and let us make a place for ourselves to dwell there." The air in their small, crowded home was thick with the scent of old books and hopeful dreams. Elisha looked at the young men, their faces earnest, and answered, "Go." Then one of them said, "Please be so kind as to go with your servants." It was a simple request, but it carried the weight of their respect and their desire for his guidance. Elisha smiled and answered, "I will go." He went with them, and when they came to the Jordan, they began to cut down trees. But as he was cutting down a tree, the axe head slipped from the handle and fell into the swirling water. The heavy iron sank instantly, leaving no trace but a spreading ripple. He cried out, his voice filled with a terrible dismay, "Alas, my master, for it was borrowed." The man of God, Elisha, came to the riverbank and said, "Where did it fall?" The young man, his heart heavy with shame, showed him the place. Elisha then cut off a small stick and threw it into the water. As the stick hit the surface, the impossible happened. He made the iron float. Elisha looked at the floating axe head and then to the young man. Therefore he said, "Take it up for yourself." The young man, his mind reeling with disbelief and wonder, reached out his hand and took it. The heavy iron felt as light as a feather as he lifted it from the water. He held the axe head in his hands, a mix of relief and wonder filling his heart. The heavy iron felt like a precious gift, a symbol of a miracle he had just witnessed. He looked at Elisha, a silent thank you passing between them. The other young men gathered around, their faces full of awe. They had seen the impossible made possible. It wasn't just about the axe head. It was about the God who cared about a borrowed tool, a small problem in the grand scheme of things. With the axe head recovered, the work continued. The miracle had changed them. They were no longer just building a house. They were building a monument to God's faithfulness. He cared not only about the big things, like building a new home for his prophets, but also about the small things, like a borrowed axe head. They returned to their work with renewed purpose, their axes swinging with a new rhythm. Every swing, every cut, every beam they carried was a testament to the miracle they had witnessed. They were building a home, but they were also building their faith. And so they built their new home, a place of learning and worship, a testament to God's faithfulness in both the big things and the small. The story of the floating axe head became a legend among them, a reminder that God's power is not limited by the laws of nature, and his care is not limited by the size of a problem. This story is from the Bible, 2 Kings chapter 6, verses 1 to 7.